What's up guys, welcome back to Legacy Production. Hope you're appreciating the new little vlog style change-up I'm doing. I'm gonna try to make these vlogs look a little bit better. I got a new 30mm lens on. It might be a little bit close, but I'm experimenting with it because it is a higher quality lens than what I originally had. So, getting back to the topic of today's video, I know you guys have been asking what's up with the Civic. Well, today I will be working on the EG6. I just got back from Winchester Auto and I picked up a few stuff that I need to do for the Civic. There was actually a lost video because the memory card got corrupted. We went and replaced that spindle and knuckle that we had the issue with the axle being seized to it. And let me actually go show you right now. So as you guys can see, this axle was stuck to the wheel hub right here. It's actually seized on. It's a really common problem with a lot of older Hondas. Tony's RL actually had that same issue, and then they replaced the whole thing. This thing was pretty much all done anyways. The ball joint was all seized up. We nearly damn set the car on fire trying to get this thing off because we needed to heat up the bottom ball joint in order to get it unseized, because this whole spindle was in really rough shape, guys. So glad we got that out and we can move forward with the Civic. Other than that, we also discovered that the brake caliper on that side is actually busted, so we're going to need to do something about that. And then we also found out that the outer tie rod ball joint is busted, so I'm going to need a new outer tie rod. So I went to Winchester Auto Parts today and picked up a whole new brake caliper. So this is just an OEM replacement. The outer tie rod I will be picking up in a couple hours since they did have to order that from the warehouse. I also got some cotter pins here and some electrical goodies for the car. We will be doing a rear battery conversion for the Civic for this new motor setup for better weight distribution and whatnot. And also, getting closer to the day of installing the motor, I actually kind of want to reveal to you guys what this motor is. Are you guys ready for this? We have a B18C JDM Type R motor, complete with transmission. Now pretty much this motor is ready to drop in. It's swap ready. We bought the whole motor from Honda Motors online. Came with the transmission, came with the ECU. We also got the axles for it and the shift linkage. So big shout out to HMO for also giving us a great deal. We also got the whole wire wiring kit to pin the ECU and everything, and the OBD2 to OBD1. Pretty much to get this whole ball rolling for the swap. We have everything else. The car did previously have a B18 in it, so it's going to make it a lot easier to swap in this motor. And pretty much we really want to get this car done. There is an upcoming track event that I'd like to attend and I'd like to drive the Civic at. So let's get started and let's actually install the brake caliper over on the left hand side. And after doing that, we're pretty much going to go through the engine bay, see what I need to prep for installing this motor. Alright guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, so to walk you through, since you missed out on us struggling with this spindle right here, this is the new spindle that we installed that we got from Honda Heaven. Thanks again to Honda Heaven for being able to find this for us. If you do have a Civic Si, the EX spindle and the SI spindle are the same thing. If you have an LX or anything else like that, then you're going to need to find the LX, DX spindle, etc. Alright, so starting out, pretty much removing these ball joints right here. So you have the upper ball joint, you have a lower ball joint down here, and then you also have this outer tie rod ball joint. And pretty much to remove these, you can either hammer out the joints from these locations right here with a heavy mini sledge, or what I recommend is actually getting a pitman puller and pulling out the joints that way. It makes the job much easier and much cleaner. After you do that, you're also going to remove your caliper right here, and then you're also going to remove the 32mm axle nut. And after you have all those things out, you should be able to move this spindle free. So today we're going to be removing the outer tie rod here and the caliper here. So to do the outer tie rod, it's really simple. Just undo this, I believe it's a 17 right here. And pretty much once you get that popped off and popped it off from the ball joint up front here, you're going to spin it off. And then also for the calipers, this should be self-explanatory. Two 19mm here. You have the 12 or 14mm nut back here, and you can remove the whole thing. just to compare the two, this is the old caliper right here. As you can see, it's pretty janked up. All the seals are blown out. This seal, yeah, it doesn't exist. We tried doing everything to it. This brake caliper always had issues. It was also leaking from around here, and it's actually from the casting itself with a small crack. So this thing is done. So this is the new caliper. As you can see, all new hardware, all new seals, everything's all good. Everything looks cherry. So let's get this all put together. Alright guys, also on an important side note, when you're installing your brake lines back, you're going to want to put one copper washer on one side and put one on the other side, so that ensures that you get no leakage going on. And yes, you're going to have to bleed your brakes after you do install new calipers due to the fluid that's leaking out. So I'll show some footage of that probably in a later video today. I'm not really too worried about getting on the brakes since the car isn't moving. I just wanted to get this all tied up so I could get it all ready for when we do get the swap in, because we will be driving the car to test out the motor and see if everything's all good and healthy. So now we're moving to the lower ball joint. So like I said, you're going to want to keep this attached for now, and you're going to loosen that 17, and then once you loosen that 17, you could go ahead and free up this ball joint, so that way when you spin this doesn't spin with it when you have it free. And once you do everything right, it should look something like that. Really guys, that's all there is to it. There's not much to it. We got the outer tie rod right there with the pretty much obliterated ball joint area right here. There's nothing left, so that's no good. You're gonna want to leave the threading, you're not gonna want to thread this back too much. Kind of set it to where it was at, and then thread your new outer tie rod in all the way, and then pretty much to where the nut stops, and then tighten it, and then take it to an alignment shop. So that way you're at least a little aligned, so that you don't go crashing to the alignment shop. So pretty much for the suspension down there, I'm gonna leave things there as it is. I gotta wait for the new outer tie rod from Winchester to come in. All right guys, so pretty much I'm gonna leave the suspension where it's at, since I gotta wait for the outer tie rod to come in from Winchester Auto. But I just want to take the time to remind you guys that touching up maintenance stuff like that is super important. Checking on your ball joints and everything like that, because you could go ahead and add a ton of power to your car, you know, do all the bolt-ons you want, do all the tune, but if your car isn't handling right, or if it's not braking right, then you could run into a serious safety issue, and also just improves handling. Suspension is pretty much what is actually one of my favorite components of the car. I just find it really fascinating about all the things that they do. Back at my old job at Vex Motorsports, we did a lot of work with suspension and alignments and all that stuff, and brakes, so definitely rubbed off a lot on me and my philosophy of how to work on cars and what's the priority to fix first. Don't get me wrong, I like power. Power is cool, but I prefer handling. I would have a car that has about like 120, 140 horsepower, but then I had like PBM coils and all the best shit on it. So make sure to check your ball joints, guys, and all your bushings and everything, because if that's all rotting out, you're gonna have a bad day one of these days. All right guys, so to prep the B18C for the EG, we got some new lower torque mounts. The one on the car were pretty much shot. So let me actually go show you something real quick. So this is what was pulled off of the old B18 motor, and you can see these lower torque mounts ain't really doing their job anymore. Yeah, that's not good. Same with this one. This one didn't even exist. So what you're gonna need for your swap, if you don't have these on your car, so this is the right side lower torque mount stud with the whole bracket, and then this is your AC bracket for the left hand side, which actually carries the stud for the other torque mount. Alright guys, so I got the Moog outer tie rod from Winchester Auto Parts. They really came through with it. Got it fast. Went over to Vex Motorsports and used their grease gun to re-grease the ball joint. Moog makes it super easy where they put a check valve on top, so let me show you what we got here. So as you can see, our old ball joint, as shown before, is pretty much, yeah, it's not good. But let me show you the new ball joint. This is the new super clean Moog ball joint. Moog makes some great products for aftermarket suspension and alignment systems, and that's why I decided to go with it. I actually want to replace the other side with it because they give you a really convenient check valve right here to fill these things with grease. Remember to fill your ball joints with grease. If you don't, they're pretty much just going to pop on you again and you're going to waste money. It's pretty much just go ahead, twist it on, and put it back in, and we'll check you guys back when I install it. So I got the Moog outer tie rod installed into the EG6. And also remember guys to always torque down your all your suspension components and brake components to factory recommended settings. Reason being, kind of want to trust what the factory says. You just don't want to go hands tight, because if it comes loose on you, you're gonna have a very bad day. And also remember to always use brand new cotter pins for all your ball joints, because those cotter pins will pretty much provide extra security so that those bolts don't back out on you. But anyways, yo, somebody jacked my Type R motor, man. It's not cool, man. Just kidding. It's, as you can see, boom, check that out, guys. The Type R motor is in the Civic. Well, we have it wired up to what we can do. One of the things that I found out that I need to do, so I had to go and order a wiring harness from Y-Wire to use my OBD1 harness, due to the fact that you cannot use the JDM B18C OBD2 harness. So I have all these jumpers so that I can use the OBD1 harness that's going to come in and pretty much connect everything up once that harness comes in from Y-Wire, and then we'll be good to go. And the motor will start up. Honestly, that's all that's left. So I pretty much just gotta wait for that. Let me also show you another thing that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got this power wire going to my starter down there. And what I'm doing with that is that it's going through my firewall all the way to the back of the trunk. Did rear wire battery swap the Civic. We did that for better weight distribution and things like that, and to free up some space in the engine bay. Want to apologize that I wasn't able to actually go and record a lot of this stuff. You know, got caught up with doing the whole swap and everything like that, you know, I just pretty much didn't get around to it. I forgot to pick up the camera. But anyways, with all that being said and done, the Civic is officially back on track. Hopefully when we get those parts in, we will be able to get the car running. We will be able to, you know, show off a little bit of it. And today is September 10th. They'll focus on there. Today is September 10th. So, it's about 2 weeks of lead time for shipping. If I don't get this car running by October 20th, I don't know. I gotta quit, man, because honestly, it's been way too long. But anyways, so September 10th, and parts should be here in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and everything should be good to go. I also have some power steering lines coming in, a few banjo bolts that I'm gonna need. So we're getting a whole new exhaust system with the car. That'll be revealed once everything comes closer to that. Also getting new brakes lines, and brake rotors and everything like that. The old ones are just toast. So pretty much, just gotta wait for parts for the Civic to be done. In the meantime, you know, I can work on the 240 or the Beamer, you know, however I'm gonna feel like. I'll probably start doing some work on the Beamer and also doing some design work on my own. I got a really sick design that's coming in with sample stickers that I collaborated with somebody that you all know. So I'm really excited to actually go and release that, and for him to release it. It turned out super dope, you know. I can't help but thank the people who have definitely helped me out with practicing all this design work and through the journey of it all. And yeah, so basically from that, I've just been working on all this stuff. Everything will be a lot smoother and good to go. Be more consistent with the uploads. I know I've been promising that. And along with promising that, with the new sticker coming out, tell you what, I'm at 2,000 subscribers stale right now because I haven't been uploading much, but if you guys share and comment and like this video, that definitely helps out a lot. But if you guys could get me to 10K subscribers, I'll do a giveaway of some exclusive sticker merch, and I still have those Keegan Legacy shirts up there. So comment down your size as well. If I have your size, I'll go ahead and send you out a shirt. And other than that, pretty much everything will be... Alright guys, so we got that 10K giveaway, we got all these cars going on. So all that is said and done. Got to get back inside and edit this video, and then also get everything else organized and ready. This is Arlen Ignacio from Legacy Productions. I will check you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll check y'all later.